Welcome to the Spicy Theory Podcast. I'm your host, Danae, with co host.
I'm Terrence.
Okay, now getting started. Drink made by spicy bartender Pebblez. It's called the Deal Breaker. Now, what's in it is Mango Vodka, Cranberry Juice, and triple sec, and it'll get you there.
So, on tonight's episode, we have with us the Wilsons, Nita Wilson and Anthony Wilson. We will be discussing gender roles, traditional and modern. And we just gonna jump right on into this. Do y'all practice gender roles in your marriage? First of all, let's start over. How long have you all been married?
We've been married 3 years, together for 4.
Oh, okay. Do y'all practice gender roles?
I can't say we necessarily practice gender roles. We do try to work as a team, but it doesn't always seem to be that way, because sometimes I feel like I do a little more than he does, and I'm sure when he starts talking, he gonna say he probably do a little more than what I do. But there are some areas in the house that I tend to do more, and there are areas that he tends to do more. Like, I'm the better cook, so he doesn't do a whole lot of the cooking. However, he cleans the bathroom better than me.
But he did not argue on him on the fact that she's the better cook. He didn't say nothing.
Well, I'm a firm believer that if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay.
Okay? So, I got no problem whatsoever with admitting that my wife is better at something than I am.
Wait.
So, yeah,
You should
got
put an
that.
S on that. She's better at some things.
I said something.
But he's better at cleaning the bathroom. So you would think that, as a woman, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to cook, we're supposed to clean, and then we're supposed to, as my husband say, keep his stomach full and his balls empty. But he cleans the bathroom better than I do. So when it's time to, like, when I clean, I do clean the bathroom, but you could definitely tell when I do it and when he does it, because he uses the little steam thing. Nah, I got some spray, I got a sponge, and a scrub brush.
I'm a little anal when it comes to certain things, and that bathroom is one of those areas where there is no wiggle room in it. So, to answer your question of do we have certain gender roles, in certain things there are some gender roles that just kind of fall into place because of our stations in life, like meaning me being a male or she being a woman.
The traditional gender roles.
I don't really know what you mean by traditional gender roles, because if you really think about tradition, tradition actually had women not being able to. A lot of people wanted women pregnant and barefooted in the kitchen.
And not getting that bag, and I go get my bag.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm all with the woman making that money and all that stuff and everything, because the way I see it is, the more money she brings in, the less I have to work. You know what I mean? Let me be real.
You just switch some roles.
No. We ain't switch no roles. Okay? Because let's keep this in mind. Let's keep this in mind. We all just coming off the well, I ain't gonna say we coming off the pandemic, but when everything shut down, I was pretty much at work 7 days a week.
I was at home 7 days a week.
And my wife was at home 7 days a week. Okay?
So when I say traditional roles, I know a lot of couples, man and wife, feel like if the man is working every day, then it's the wife's responsibility to cook, clean, keep the house clean, all that.
Well, let me chime in on that. Those traditional roles, I believe, were set back in 1950 when you paid $500 for a mortgage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, a man could afford to work and pay everything in the wife's home.
Okay.
The way the economy is set up now, you need
it takes
two-person
income. You need a two-person income for your home, because with the way that things are now, it's just way too expensive. And like he was saying, back then, a wife could afford to be at home and take care of the kids. Why? Because their mortgage for the house was only $300 to $500, $600. So the man could go to work, working 40 hours a week, and come home, pay all the bills, and the family could still have more than enough money to do whatever else they wanted to do. Versus now, we got mortgages $1,500 and up.
Yeah, $2,000 for a mortgage.
That's the minimum.
And then the other thing I think about, like with gender roles, it was a thing where the mother was the nurturer and the father was the disciplinarian.
Mhm.
So now I believe, as far as, 'cause we're a blended family, so I nurture all of the children. However, he disciplines my bonus kids, and I discipline my biological kids. Because one, we had to realize that we discipline differently. We were raised differently, so we do discipline differently. Now, when it's something huge, we do come together and say this is what it is. But I realize that I'm a little bit more stricter than what he is.
Yeah,
He's a little bit more lenient.
She grew
He
up
like, look, it's 2:00 in the morning and they don't have school. It's this they little friends. Let them talk on the phone. I'm like, hey, bring me that. It's 12:59. Bring me that phone. It's okay. I'm gonna call Sprint. Cut it off. I cut it back on at breakfast. So that's one thing when it comes to that, as far as gender roles.
Time out. Did you say you gonna call Sprint and cut the phone off and then cut it
Listen,
back on
let
at
me tell you
breakfast?
something. I'll text Sprint. I need to temporarily suspend line 202 XYZ da 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 da, and that thing replies back with, "Let me get you an agent on the phone and thank you." You can call them at breakfast, and breakfast at my house sometime ain't till 1:00 in the afternoon, depending on what time we wake up. So you ain't talking to nobody till 1:00, and they turn it back on slower than they cut it off. So you probably ain't talking to nobody till dinner. And he's like, they kids. That's what kids do. But it's a couple times I had to say, what was you doing at 16? And he'd be like, hey, bring me that phone.
So holler at somebody's daughter.
Tony, if you could cook and you got home first, would you be willing to cook or start dinner, or would you wait until Nita got home and did it?
Let me say this. A factor of me going in there and doing a whole lot of stuff in the house also plays into the role of my the way I earn my living, because sometimes my living, or the way I earn my living, can be very stressful and tiring physically and mentally. So if I have a very easy day, sure, I'll go home and start cooking and all that other good stuff. But if I had a very busy, long, drawn out, stressful and tiring day, I might be coming home, taking a shower, getting in the bed, sending a text message saying, hey, just an FYI, I'm home, I'm tired, it's all outdoors, I'm going to bed. I see you when I wake up.
But bring me something to eat.
But yeah, but wake a brother up and eat though.
Well, I'm not married, but I think as a man, I only have 3 strong meals I can make. So after them 3, you
What's
might
your 3 strong meals though?
Well, I'm a grill master. Anything on the grill, I can get down.
Oh yeah.
I mean, spaghetti, you know.
On the grill?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. As far as cooking, you know, spaghetti, probably chicken, baked chicken, because I'm not really good at frying. And I don't know, I mean, it's something like burgers. That's like pretty much my go-to meals. Something quick.
Yeah, I think that's over here too. He can do anything on the grill, but he got 3 strong meals, and I only request those 3. I'm not gonna put them out there and say, hey, babe, can you go in there and smother me some steaks and cut up them sweet potatoes? I need some rice and gravy and some gravy for cornbread. No, I'm like, babe, can you hook up the potatoes and sausage for me? And he do it. No, you know, he does it no problem. What's the other one? The Italian sausages. He'll do that, and it's the chicken in the oven.
That's the go-to. The go-to is something simple.
Something simple, something quick. Hey, it might not be the best thing in the world, but it fill your stomach.
And did you die? So.
You know?
I think I would cook maybe 4 days out the week if I was in a relationship, because that's what my mom did.
Cook?
Yeah, I could cook.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just asking.
That's what my mom did. Either she would cook the meals, or she would set it out, and me and my sister would, because she was a nurse and whatever, and we will prep it and get it together and start the cooking. But I think I could give you 3 to 4 cooked meals out the week. After that, it's every man for themselves. Like, hey, what you picking up?
With that though.
Listen, I don't like to cook. I do not like to cook.
I'll eat with leftovers.
Or let me say,
Yeah.
I like to cook.
And
I just don't like
count
to
as
go
one
in
of
the
them
kitchen.
meals.
I don't like to. It's hard to get me in the kitchen. But once I'm in the kitchen, I'm in the kitchen. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I could take Sunday's meal and stretch that thing, meal prep, oh Jesus, it's the best thing ever. If I could take Sunday's meal
And stretch
it till Tuesday or
Yes.
Wednesday.
That was your 4 meals for the week.
I love the
Whoa.
fact that he's a firefighter
Mhm.
because they have their days, but he's 24 hours on and it's 3 days off. I don't even think about what I'm gonna eat when he not. For what? I don't need. Let me get some water, some chips, something. I don't cook anything, and. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm just realizing you be off for 3 days, and for 2 of them 3 days, you be eating the same thing. I'ma do better.
You know what? You know what? This podcast was pretty much worth it. Okay? We just got
Spicy
a
theory came
breakthrough.
through for
We
you.
just got a breakthrough right here and there on
3
the
days.
podcast.
Listen.
Because a brother now going to eat more than 1 meal in 3 days off.
Listen.
Okay?
2 of them 3 days, it's the same meal.
And when it comes to cleaning, I prefer to clean myself. Because I just don't think men really get it how I want it. Like, bleach this kitchen down. Bleach this.
Well,
No. We get it.
we get it.
But we do that so you can be like, you know what? Go sit down. I'll do it.
That don't work over
Sometimes,
here.
no, sometimes, but well, I'm gonna say this: that doesn't work for her.
Yeah, that don't work over here.
Now I'm gonna say
Do it
this:
again.
I'm anal, you know,
You
especially
missed it.
with me being me on my own business detailing. I have OCD when it comes to cleanliness. It's certain things like when I go into the bathroom and I see certain things is dirty. I'm the type of dude where I'll look behind the toilet and stuff like
That's
that.
me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm like, hold on.
I lift the
that
caps up.
ain't even
If you don't
that
think
ain't
to
even
clean that
hit.
part.
Or I'll
Do you
look
clean
like
that
in
part,
between
though?
the tub and the sink, and I'll look like right down in that little crevice. I'll actually take a flashlight and be like, oh nah, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'll
do
be
that.
turn around and scrub all that stuff down and bust this, like she said, I'll bust a steam clean out.
I can't
After I
even
done
do
bleached
that.
the whole bathroom down, I
How
bust a
much
steam
do you
clean out.
charge to come and clean bathrooms and do the steam cleaner for
My
other?
I
hands.
could work out a price for you.
I was
It's
about
not
to
a
say.
problem.
I was about to say that my hand doesn't fit between the tub and the sink, but as I sat here, I realized I never even tried to put my hand in between the tub and the sink. I'll flip the broom over and put the sponge on the end of the broom and try to get it that way, and then I spray something. I mean, I know he coming. What I'm doing? Come on, y'all, he coming. What I'm about to sweat for? Let me go in this kitchen.
know what? So you said you would clean a detailed bathroom and all that?
Yeah.
You just don't because
Well, I have to. Nah, I don't. I'm not married, but
Okay.
you know, I'm not living with anybody. So
Yeah, especially common areas. You
Yeah.
know,
you gotta
common
think
gotta
if you
be-
have company, people are nosy.
Yeah.
They go in your
They are.
bathroom. The first
They
thing
look
they're
at
gonna do is
medicine
go in your
Oh, I'm gonna
medicine
be honest
cabinet.
with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
I
go in
look at
people's
medicine
bathrooms.
cabinets.
I look
so y'all
at the
ain't been in
bathroom.
looked at my medicine
Listen,
cabinet?
Yes.
I have looked at people's medicine
I feel like
cabinets.
this. I ain't looked in your message cabinet, but I looked around your bathroom.
Please.
Trust and believe
I
me
done
on
looked at
that.
people's medicine, being in the healthcare field and taking pharmacology, and I know what this stuff is for. I do. I look and see what's going on with you. You pass out, then I need to know
What you
it
need
is.
to do.
And there are certain medications for certain STDs. That's going to decide before me and my husband. That's going to decide how this night going.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we about to head out.
Okay.
Something came
You
up.
know what? Something came up.
I just got a page
Listen,
and I
Yeah,
gotta go
you know
walk
Either I'm
on
about
what?
to head out or no mistake. So you never know how
Yeah.
it's going to go. But
And
then,
you know what? The kid units have called us,
yeah.
and they have some
an emergency.
some teenage young adult emergencies, so we need to go handle that.
You can always set your alarm to go off in like 15 minutes and then act like that's your phone ringing.
Yeah.
Stop the alarm and say,
Yes, and you
"Hey,
know
what's
it's
up? I got, what? Right, I'm coming. I'm sorry, I'm
It's
taking
an
my
app
I'm
you can
going.
download that'll ring your phone for you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Not that I've used it or
I look,
anything, but
I
I'm
see.
for those
Sure.
out there who would like, there's an app you can download.
And then the other thing with gender roles, one thing was the man, because he made the money, the man took care of the finances. He made sure the bills and stuff were paid. So as far as me and my husband goes, I right now, because we're working on our credit, he's a stickler on, let's get this paid. Did this come out? Did that come out? Like, we have a calendar where we write down the days that everything needs to
Yeah,
be
I'm
paid.
on bills.
And we realized we have to pay our bills 2 to 3 days ahead of time. That way we know that they are getting paid on time. But before, we was wilding. Like,
Yeah.
I believe,
we
I
get
believe
you next-
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, had that moment that you
Yeah.
wow.
yeah, we was
Yeah, I'll get
wilding.
to it.
We didn't even check to see who was stronger in paying the bills. we know who's strong in spending the money. But we ain't check to see. Hey, don't even act like you don't be on Amazon like that joint ain't a series.
Amazon like crack.
Everybody.
Amazon like crack.
Amazon crack.
I ain't gonna lie
and it's good.
That joint, Amazon,
it's a
that good
delivery.
crack.
Whose name is on it? It'll be my name coming to the house, and then he want to fuss. But then he said, I'm about to go pick up this package. From where? But to come from Amazon? So, yeah.
When you all were dating, who paid for dates? Who did you feel should pay for dates?
I pretty much paid for most of our dates.
Yes, right.
I pretty much paid for most of our dates. Wow. And I think probably like maybe, after like the 4th or 5th date, she was like, I got this. Mm-hmm. You know?
But let me tell y'all, hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all right now how my husband tested me. So we went out of town, we did a conference, and we came back. And he loves suits. So we go to K&G. So he picked out 2 suits. The whole time we out of town, he's spending all the money. So we go to K&G and he pick out these 2 suits. So we get to the register. Now I have clothes and he has clothes. So I feel like if he got clothes, he finna pay for my clothes too. So I put my clothes up on the counter. He put his suits on top of my clothes and stepped away. And then my mind said, bro, where you going? But I was like, I went ahead and paid for it. Then we went over to Panda Express. We got something. He ordered his food, and he went to pull out his wallet to pay for it. And I was like, no, I got it. So I went ahead and paid for it. And we sit down there eating, and he said, you didn't say nothing about me putting my suits up there? No, I didn't. I did think something. But I didn't say anything. And he said, it's not too many relationships that I have been in where the woman had no problem paying for anything. I said, was you testing me? He was like, yeah, I had to figure out what this was. Do I got to get a second job, or do I got to say, nah, I'm not even going to get a second job?
Dudes do test you just to see. Majority of the time, we don't want you to pay. We just want to see if you would offer. If you would offer, we go 9 times out of 10, we'll be like,
but I'll be honest, I went beyond the offer. Okay, I got me some suits, my brother.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be real with you. Because if she was turning around like, oh nah, you gonna pay for all this, that would have probably been like, hold on.
Because at the time that we went out of town, we were not dating. So you're talking about he had to pay for 2 hotel rooms. He had to pay for his room and my room. And he had to pay for my food. I'm not no salad eating chick. I want a plump yard bird. Yeah. With some sides. I do appetizers and I do dessert. I do midnight snacks. And so you talking
about when I was when I had to preach at that conference in North Carolina? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah,
today's society and social media, it's almost like I'm gonna say the younger kids. Whoever asks for the date should be the ones to pay. I don't agree with that. I feel like the first 2 or 3 times the man should pay. Then after that, the woman, I got this bill. I got that bill. Then after that, if we want to rotate, we can rotate. But, let's go get something to eat. So because I text you and ask you let's go get something to eat, I'm obligated to pay. And then like you got something you want to say.
But are you just starting out? Let me say this. I do feel like if you're just starting out and as a woman, you jumped out there and said, let's go get something to eat, then if I'm a man, boo, you must be paying.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say if you sitting up here, I got to agree with my wife on that. If you calling me up saying, hey, let's go get something to eat, I'm believing, okay, you treating.
But not only that, you can't say, okay, the woman wants to go to an expensive restaurant and expect you to pay. But then when she wants to pay, she wants to take you to Burger King.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I mean, I've had that happen.
I'm going to be honest.
I've had that happen.
I'm going to be honest. I
took her out to eat, spent money, and then when it was her turn, Burger King. I was like, really?
In this day and age, people need to do more. Let me put it like this: women are making the money as most men are. Okay, making the same amount of money. So which means that whatever it is I can afford, you should be able to afford as well. So if I turn around and take you to Ruth Chris, some point down the road, I would like for you to take me to Ruth Chris.
Or be honest, because I'm telling you right now, Ruth Chris is his favorite restaurant. I've never been to Ruth Chris until he and I started dating. So when he was telling me, I like Ruth Chris, I love a good steak, this, that, and the third. Here I go, because I'm going to make him my man. I'm going to get on this cell phone. I'm going to look up Ruth Chris. I looked up Ruth Chris. That chick, how much for this one chicken?
Yeah. You have to pay for everything.
Listen,
trust me. I have never been to Ruth Chris with a bill less than $300.
When he and I started dating,
I need a refill on that one.
I was in hygiene school, and I was making $600 a week. I I finished hygiene school and I was studying for my license, and I was making $600 a week. That's how much babe. We can't go. What other restaurant got a steak that you like? Because we not going to Rufus. I can't.
Longhorn didn't sound good.
Listen, I can't afford. I can't do it. I can get you a steak and cook it for you. Listen, I don't even go get napkins from Ruth Chris. Put them joints on the table. But we're not going in. We're not going in the brick
Not
building.
put the napkins
But I think,
on the table.
We're not gonna do it.
If you let a person know, that might don't.
I told-
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
she
saying.
told
But
me,
it's
she
a lot
told
of
me.
people that.
But and at the same time,
will put on the front.
And at the same time, at that point in our relationship, like she said, she was in hygiene school. Okay, now keep this in mind. I was already setting where I was going to be at and what I was doing. Okay, I was already making my money, so it wasn't an issue for me. But she came out and she was like, "I can't do that right now."
Yeah, that was a full
And
magazine.
you know what?
issues
And
for
then
me.
she had
It's
even
respect.
more. She
She
had
had a
even more of my
full
respect because
respect.
she was real about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If we would have went to Ruth Chris and I'm thinking that you treating, and the next thing I know, you sitting there saying, ready to come back and say, your car's been declined.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really, Slim?
Yeah,
Only thing you had to do was tell me you ain't have it.
Right.
Like I
We
said,
still would have went, but I
You
was
know?
We've been
home.
together, what, 4 or 5 years, and he just went to Ruth Chris on my dime last year.
Mm-hmm.
Last-
For my birthday.
That's right.
For my 39th birthday.
Last year we
Yep.
was in the Ruth Chris. Hey, I got who paying me? I got this time. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've
That
never
bill
been
was
in
what?
Ruth
How much
Chris.
was that bill?
About $300.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
I've
it was
never
more
been.
than that. It was more than that.
Was it?
Yeah, that bill was like 500 something.
No,
What
not
you-
with me.
what you
We
give
gonna
me?
talk about- we gonna talk
No,
about this
because
online.
it wasn't just me.
No.
It wasn't just me and her. Because it was my bonus daughter as well.
No, you have to realize when you were going to Ruth Chris by yourself. Remember, it was a lot of liquor on your tab.
Yeah,
It wasn't a lot of liquor on our tab, so that
Very true.
joint was only
very true.
$300.
Those some good nights.
so
$300 for 3 people. That's
Yeah.
$100 per person.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about $300 for one person.
no, he's talking about for his
For
right.
myself.
Damn it, man.
Oh, that was some good nights.
Yeah.
Drank all the brown and all the white.
All right,
Uh-huh.
let me ask you this
And
question.
taxi cab
as
home.
a gender, I've been in relationships where if I went to a cookout with a girl that I was dating with, she made my plate for me. Is that the same?
You know, when we
Hold
go
on,
to
hold on.
He said a girl.
Let me answer something. Let me answer this question. All right, I know y'all haven't been around as much, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Last night was the first time I've made my plate at a function in a good while. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mhm.
When we go places, my wife says, "What you want, babe?" And I just be like, you know what I like. So just
That's
do
why I
what you
think
do.
because a lot of the new
You know.
generators, you better
Nah,
go fix your
they
own
don't,
plate.
They don't. And the thing is, they don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of becoming. I want to say it's becoming a lost art because a lot of young women don't know how to take care of their man, and a lot of young men don't know how to provide for their woman.
and I
Okay.
And that's why a woman wouldn't go fix a plate. I have no problem with fixing a plate if we out and about if you're my man.
But you know, there are some things that women look at as being a servant or subservient role, and some women are
Submissive.
not mature enough. They don't have the self-respect, the self-worth, and the self-love to even say, me serving my husband, because I'm talking to the wives. The Bible says that you are an Ezra, and an Ezra is a help, and you are made to submit and serve. If you don't even have that down, forget a gender role, forget everything else. If you don't even have that mentality down, that me going to fix my husband a plate, that if I'm getting up and my husband say, I'm not even going in the kitchen, but I'm going to the bathroom, and my husband say, babe, can you bring me back something to drink? When I come out the bathroom, I'll get you something to drink. I don't feel like I'm lower than my husband or I'm beneath my husband. I'm doing what I'm called to do.
Right.
When he calls me home and he says job well done, he not talking about when I go clean teeth. He talking about what did you do with the instructions that I gave you. And if that mean make him a plate while we at a cookout, because that's what he likes. There are things that I think I'm supposed to do to be a good wife to him. And he like, man, I don't even need all that. Because like he said, he doesn't have a problem eating leftovers. when we first got together, man, I'm cooking Sunday through Sunday,
Slim.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We
We
had
actually-
the Thanksgiving meal.
We actually had arguments because she was cooking so much food. And I'm like, look, chill out. Okay?
So-
you done cooked all this one night. The next night, I can microwave
something
what you
new.
cooked yesterday.
Right.
I'm talking about
Okay,
Sunday.
chill
We got
out.
lasagna, salad, garlic bread. Then the next day, I'm going to put a whole chicken in. Like it's, I'm. So when we realized, when we realized that I was doing things that I thought he needed,
I'm coming, bartender. I'm coming.
and then actually started doing things that he needed, we was golden. We was like
Yeah.
the song, living our
It's-
life
it-
like it's golden.
and
Same thing with my husband.
There's certain things, you know, I'm gonna say, knowing and gender roles, it's a big thing in learning your mates.
Yeah.
Okay? You need to learn what your mate likes, what your mate needs, what your mate wants, what makes your mate happy. You know what I'm saying? And now, the reason why I say that is because a lot of times we jumping out there trying to do all this other stuff when you might have somebody that's like me, where I'm very simple. I don't need a lot. Okay? I don't need a lot to be happy. Just do these simple little things. After that, kick your feet up. You won't hear me bother you. You won't see me in your face. You won't do none of that. Only time I'm gonna come around is when I'm trying to have a conversation with you, trying to hang out with you, or I'm picking on you. Outside of that, that's it.
Because the thing is, I realized that my husband needs food, sex, and respect, and we good. I
Yeah.
need time, sex, and respect. And we good. But I had been in so many other relationships where I took the weight of the fail. So I felt like everything that I did not do in this relationship, I'm going to make sure I do
May I?
in
You gotta go to
this
the bar.
relationship so it doesn't fail. So when it came to me making a plate, and not even so much at a cookout, because your family watching what you're doing too.
Right.
If we go to a function, at a family function, you know, they watching. Did you make his plate? Some of them saying you better make that man plate. Some of them saying I wouldn't be. You're not gonna catch me making no man plate.
And
It's a
that's-
couple
those
times
are
I
the
want to
single
say,
ones.
but when the man that you caught, let's start there. Let's catch
Those
the
are
man
the single
first.
ones.
Let's catch the man first. And then even with like the finances, I realized that he'll pay the bills, but it's not in his mind to say on the 15th the light bill is due, and then on the 22nd this bill is due. No, I had to go to my husband and say, hey, this is what needs, this is the bill, this is what needs to be paid, and he'll give me the card so that I could pay it. But there are times where it was a couple times we weren't wilding at the same time. I was wilding and he wasn't, and he had to come to me and say, hey, these bills. But bro, I checked the joint account. I ain't see your deposit. But I saw all your withdrawals, but I didn't see
no
your
deposit.
deposits.
What's going
then-
on, Slim?
And then the other thing is, some women don't feel like they have to pay bills. But
don't
that's
know.
yet
Yeah.
again a
I don't-
conversation that you have to have.
I don't know what's up with that, because you know these younger generations, they feel as though that, oh, a man's supposed to take care of every single little thing, and they supposed to be able to take their check and put it away and do whatever it is they want to do. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want if you want a healthy relationship that's gonna last, that means you're gonna come to the table. Y'all gonna put everything out on the table. Y'all gonna say, okay, I can do this, this, and this, but in these areas, I'm weak. Okay. Then the other person says, you know what? Those areas that you weak in, I'm pretty good in it. So guess what? I'm gonna take care of that. But in these areas, I'm a little weak in. So I'm gonna need you to help me out on these. Okay? A lasting relationship is gonna take hard work on both sides. And it's not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take work. It's going to take a lot of long nights. It's going to be some arguments. It's going to be some fussing. It's going to be some, I don't want to talk to you right now. I don't want to see your face. Leave me alone. I'm going in the room. Or leave me alone. I'm going in the basement. It's going to be some of that time. But you just got to have it set in your mind that no matter what, as long as there's no infidelity, I'm not giving up. It just have to be set in your mind for that.
Danita, you touched on submissive. Do you think that play a role in being submissive play a part in the gender roles?
I don't think submission plays a part in gender roles per se. As far as submission goes, I just think that, and submission is a heart posture. It's not a physical posture. Because if my husband say to me, babe, can you cook me something to eat? And I get up, but I got a full attitude, and I'm slamming cabinets, and I'm banging stuff together, making this steak, and he know I'm tired, I work my heat. So what, I did it, but my heart wasn't in the right place. God checks the heart. So submission is
a taste good because you ain't make it with love.
Right. Well, no, I must say no. But submission is a heart posture. So when my husband does ask me to do something, I have to walk slow and talk to God on my way there, because I need him to change my heart's posture. So that'll be a check in my book. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing, submission isn't just a woman's role, because there's people over my husband that he has to submit to. Mm-hmm. And my submission, I tell my husband all the time, like if I do something he don't like, I tell him quick, I learned it from you. So if you don't like it, then you change. You want me to submit, let me see you submit. It was I had a full neck roll when we first got started, until I realized that my role as a wife honors God first and not my husband. And when I got that under control, there are things that he does that does not always create a submissive environment, but that don't mean that I'm not supposed to submit. There are things that I do that does not even create an environment for him to create an environment for me to submit. So I do not believe that submission is a gender role. Submission is a heart role.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about women? Because it's all over social media, and I know a woman who's done it. Mm-hmm. Proposing to a man.
Well,
I don't even think I'll be honest with you.
I want to answer this one.
Okay.
We can all answer.
I want to answer this one. Okay. Let me say this to all ladies, all women, no matter what your age is. Mm-hmm. If you got to get on your knees to propose to a man, that man is not feeling you at all. Point blank, period. Trust me when I say this. It does not take long for a man to know that you are the one that he wants to be with. Okay? It does not. Keep this in mind. Understand this. Women are emotional beings. Men are logical beings. Okay? We know pretty quickly. All right? And I'm going to say that. I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to open up. I'm going to give y'all a few pages out the man book. There are certain things that we do to test to see if you are the woman that we want to have in our life.
Are you going to give us something to let us know something?
No,
test?
I'm not.
Oh.
No, you can't.
Well, I ain't taking notes then. I'm just going to
there are certain things.
I'm about to start typing up some stuff.
He can give you the title, but he can't give you the
blueprint.
Exactly.
All right, I ain't getting no blueprint tonight.
Yes, there are things that we do to test to see if you are the woman that we want or need in our life. Okay? And why I say that is because at certain points in our lives, there's a certain type of woman that we need in our lives. But when it comes down to that one that we want to say I do to, trust me when I say this, a man will move heaven and earth for that woman that he wants to say, I want to spend my forever with you. Okay? So ladies, if you feel as though you need to propose to a man, that is not the man for you.
And then the other thing, just to go on, like, y'all know what y'all want to do. I believe in the God that I serve. The Bible says that a man that finds a wife finds a good thing, and he obtains favor. I'm the favor factor. The favor factor don't get on the knee.
Yep.
I'm the favor factor. The favor doesn't chase anything. I'm the favor factor.
Hold on. Let me add to that. Okay. All right. Now the pastor's about to come on. So the Bible also tells us that the wife is a crown to the man's head. Mm-hmm. Okay. She is a crown to his head. So which means that she is a representation. She is a representation of the type of king that he is. Mm-hmm. So the question is, what type of crown do you want to wear? Do you want to wear a crown that shines and glimmers and sparkles in the light? Or do you want one that's dull and dim and looking busted and broken down? So when you have a woman who is supposed to be your crown, and a king cherishes his crown because that is a sign of his authority and power. So what does he do? He nurtures his authority and his power. He takes care of his authority and power. He creates an environment, and my wife touched on it just a little bit earlier, but a man creates an environment for his woman, okay, also known as his wife, his rib. his everything. He creates an environment for her to thrive in. Okay? Understand, if your woman is not thriving, then man, you need to check the environment that you are creating. Okay? Because if you are not creating an environment for her to thrive in, understand, a man has the plan, but a woman is the one who helps lay down the road. Okay? Do I need to say that again?
She put it in your the bartender.
The man has the plan, but the woman helps lay down the road. Okay? And some issue that I've seen a lot in a lot of younger brothers is that they have an issue with allowing a woman come and help out with the plan. They feel as though they need to have their hands in every single little thing. What you need to understand is that most women are creatives.
Yes, I am.
Yes, we are.
Most women are creatives, meaning that they can think of ways and things to do stuff and accomplish things that 9 times out of 10, we're not seeing that pathway. Because a lot of men, because we are such logical beings, we don't think outside the box a lot of times. But when you come to a woman who has your back, who's going to be your crown, who's going to sit there and have your back through all the thick and thin, and you say, baby, this is the plan. This is what I would like for us to accomplish. And you know what? When you got that woman that has your back, she's going to say, okay, not a problem. Granted, she may not come back to you right then and there that same day. But what she might do, she might go off for a little bit for a few days and research some stuff. Find out some other ways and say, you know what, baby? You told me that this is the plan. So, because this is the plan, these are the different ways that I figured out that we can accomplish the plan. Now, you tell me, as the head of this household, which path are you going to lead us down? So you need to understand that being a man doesn't mean that, oh, I'm the head. No. Sometimes being a man means that you need to let your rib open your eyes to some things that you ain't seeing.
You had something to say about the whole, you phrased it up about the woman proposing.
I don't mind. I mean, but in my opinion, I'm entitled to have. I think a woman that proposes to man is doing it because the man is taking too long to propose to them. And they're, women be like, oh, I'm getting older, I want to get married, this, that, and the other.
I want to have some babies.
I don't think that's the right reason to get married, because you're getting older. I mean, I've been married before, didn't work out.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
I don't think
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Call us back. We've been down that road.
We've been down that road all as well.
Call us back. We talk about that.
I don't think I could do it. I don't see me getting down on one knee.
You think it might be hard for you to get back up?
Yeah, it makes I'm top heavy. That may play a part too, but I just don't. I grew up in the church, so I know men roles, women roles, and I know God ain't put that on my heart to propose to no man. So I ain't gonna be able to do it. I can't. But we're gonna take a commercial break, and how we take our commercial break is letting the bartender give us a spicy game.
Okay then.
All right, then. Come on, Pebblez.
This is called the Ungame.
All right.
Okay.
It's your local Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your local.
Your local Amazon.
And she says your local Amazon because it's on everybody's cell phone.
Yeah.
So it's local.
So, the question is, complete the statement.
All right.
Just for everybody, or
So everybody, one at a time.
okay.
Something that embarrasses me is. Don't everybody answer at the same time.
I think something that embarrasses me, honestly, is to not have my hair done when I'm finna be around a whole bunch of people, especially if it's like spur of the moment. Like because I had to get my edges straight. I have locks. I have to twist that stuff up, and then sometimes my head be scratching and itching, and then a little flake up and stuff. So I'm trying to tell you, not having my hair done when I'm about to be around a whole lot of people, that's embarrassing to me. I don't know about nobody else. But
I'm gonna have to go with my
embarrassing me.
nails. If I'm going, I have to have my nails on point. I would not go somewhere if a nail is broke, chipped. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cancel. I can't do it.
And bad kids. I'm sorry.
Mine passing gas on the elevator, and I get off, and somebody get on, and as the door closes, you, oh God! Hey, I mean,
You know what? Oh man.
Oh my
I would
goodness.
say for me, something that embarrasses me is not being properly dressed or hygiened at the points. Okay, so like
Don't be funky.
man, if I just went to the gym,
Short is fine.
okay,
You stinking.
and you telling me, and then I get a phone call saying, "Hey, I need you here," I'm like,
like right now.
hold
like, I
on,
need-
The way these underarms.
hold on. You know, I just been in the gym for 4 hours, and the way this sweat been rolling off me, trust me, I don't care what deodorant I done had on, it ain't working no more. Okay?
Degree ain't degree.
Degree is not a degree, it's a check.
Yeah. So what's embarrassing for you? What I just did.
That was your
Put me on
embarrassing
the
moment.
Yes. Putting me on the spot. Thank you, commercial. Take one.
No, you gonna give us all our questions?
Oh, y'all want all
You
the...
said 5, right?
No, you give us give us all for Ungame, and then at the end we're gonna do the hood.
Mhm.
Yeah, buddy.
Y'all ain't this right.
After.
Do you live more in the past, the present, or the future? And explain.
Future.
Future, I think. Yeah.
Future. I always look ahead. My personality, I'm a futuristic person.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the spiritual giftings that the Lord has given me, I look ahead.
Amen.
I'm always a planner. Even with driving, riding down the highway, I always look at least 10 cars ahead of me.
10.
That's
Yeah.
why I feel like NASCAR in that joint. Because he be
Because
seeing spots I don't see.
I look up way ahead of me. So if I see a car that's in my lane, like 10 cars ahead of me, if I see them tap their brakes, I already know that all the cars behind them are going to tap their brakes. So well before
She
they
the
even
same
tapping
way.
their brakes, I done already started slowing down.
That's how we was taught how to drive. You look 10 cars ahead. She the same way.
Like,
First of all-
literally 10 or
No,
maybe
first
like
of all-
2.
Okay,
No,
come on.
I don't
Literally
look-
10.
I don't look 10
I
cars
look
ahead of me.
well-
I look maybe 5 or 6.
I can't see that far.
I'm gonna elaborate because I drive tractor trailers,
Okay.
and you have to because you have to have an out.
He a NASCAR driver too, though.
If something happens, you have to. Okay, I can go here or I can go here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's a firefighter, so he drives
Yeah,
fire.
you have to have
you
the-
have to have a out.
I'm a hygienist. I don't drive either of those two things, so I don't look that far ahead. But I do
Me
look
neither.
ahead. I look ahead to see what the car in front of the car that's in front of me is going to do. Because I know if they brake, then the car that's directly in front of
So
me
that's
has
3
to
cars
brake.
ahead.
So I need to brake. Either way, I'm looking ahead. I'm not looking all the way up there ahead, but I'm looking ahead. Now, to me, when my husband looks ahead, he's not looking ahead to see if these cars are braking. I feel like my
Exactly.
husband's looking ahead to zigzag us. What was that mean?
There's a
Where
lot
they
of
say,
stupid drivers
what,
out here.
Yeah.
if I sit up, we
Yeah.
finna get through traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sits up the whole ride.
Yeah.
We
Wow.
finna get
If
through.
I tell you to look down, just don't look back up.
You
Just
know
let
what?
me-
No.
Can you just
no,
let
no,
your
no,
seat
no,
back?
No. If we taking a road trip, trust me, I say lean your seat back and go to sleep.
Let me do
I don't
what
need
I
to hit.
did.
I don't want to hit. Lean your seat back, woman. Go to sleep.
'Cause
I'll
I'm
wake
like,
you up
"Dude."
when we get there.
They break. What you do? They stop.
Look, go to sleep, woman.
Yeah, you need to go to sleep. You doing all
Oh,
that. Right.
No
Because I
sleep.
feel like
But-
they be breaking and he be accelerating.
You have to think about it. We got it. We're not gonna
Yeah.
do any. We're in the car too,
Hey,
so we're not gonna do anything to
Listen.
hurt
She
you.
seen
That's
that.
not gonna
Sometimes I
hurt
be
you.
she seen that a couple weekends ago when it was pouring down raining. We rolling out Waldorf, okay? Pouring down raining, and cars are braking. I'm braking, but
But
we just sliding.
hydroplane.
We just sliding.
We hydroplane.
And guess what? Because I look so far ahead and I'm always looking in my mirrors, I weaved around that car that I was almost about to hit and sped up from the car that was coming up behind me and no accident.
And that's I'm so glad
And
you
she
were
sat right
driving.
there. She said, I'm
'Cause
so
we'd have been
glad
in
you was
that back.
driving.
We'd have
Okay,
been in that.
on that note, I have a PSA announcement. I drive tractor trailers, so I'm gonna let you know now. If you miss your exit and try to cut a tractor trailer off the,
Oh, you did.
I'm not braking. You're good as gone.
Those
That's
comments are that expressive, not those of spicy theory. Those of
It's a
Terrence,
Terrence the truck driver.
CDL driver.
I mean,
But it's
I have a
common
more
sense.
chance of risking.
Yeah.
I get it.
I
Understand,
common sense.
if he
They don't-
jackknifed that truck on the highway,
That's
he
it.
has a chance of causing more damage and destruction than he would if he lets the vehicle just plow through you.
Oh.
If you miss the exit, go up to the next one, circle back.
Because it's still there. They ain't just put it there. And it's still
What was
there.
the
Just
question
go around.
again?
Okay,
No, but
I'm gonna say my future, because there's a lot of stuff I done in my past that I do not want to think about.
I like it.
I mean, it's the past.
Yeah,
Even though people will still bring it up,
Yeah,
it's the past.
I don't live off the past.
I live in all three. I live in the past, the present, and the future. I'm gonna be honest with you. The season and the situation determines where we're living at right now.
Yeah.
Because we may be doing something, and you upset me, and
it's a
I'll
trigger.
remember.
Yeah.
Hey, you did that a year ago. You did that 2-3 years ago. You know what?
That's the past.
I'm not gonna let you're not gonna do that to me again. I'm not gonna let you do that to me again. Or I'll take a lesson from my past. Because you should
What he
have
say?
When you gonna quit bringing up old shit?
When you quit doing old shit.
So, but it's sometimes where I pull a lesson from my past and say, hey, you tried that way the last time and that didn't work. So you at the same fork in the road. Last time you went right, let's try to go left. So yeah, I even live in prehistoric times.
Whoa,
I
look
say
at
no.
Jesus
I'm
and
like,
all of them.
Listen, okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Nita and say past, present, and future. Certain things could trigger me to bring up stuff from my past, whether it be in a relationship, stuff at work, and I have to replay it to make sure that the reaction that I gave in the past, I'm not gonna give it right here in this present moment, because that reaction I gave in what you got your head up for like we in school? Come on,
We ain't in school.
right?
I'm gonna
Hey,
This
change
your show.
He's like,
This your
I'm
show.
gonna change my answer after you finish.
Oh, he cheated. He looked at your
Yeah.
paper.
Right. So that I won't give the same response in my present. So I do look at the past and my future. Yeah, because there's certain things that I'm in this moment that I don't want to or see myself being in. So what I'm doing in my present is preparing me for my future. Now
Okay.
change your answer because you cheat.
I think I'm gonna go back, future and past, because I think a lot of my relationships didn't work because if I see something that you've done that reminded me of my past,
Yeah.
I'm out of there.
I'm so glad you said
I'm
that.
out of there.
Because I was about to say, I have to check myself when I go back to my past. Because I have to think about, why am I back there? Why did I go back there? And is this something that needs to be healed? Because the same, my prayer is always, God, take the sting out. So if I went through something and it comes back up and it's still stinging, okay, then there's some healing that needs to take place. Because my past is to teach me. It's not to haunt me. And it's not to taunt me. That's not what this is. And if you keep bringing up my past, I don't see you in my future.
Yeah, pretty
What's
much.
the next question, Pebblez?
The next question is, tell me about your evening activities.
Oh,
As husband and wife,
Anybody.
Nah, this question This question is PG-13.
I was about to say.
we can go
You
NC-17.
sure? You sure? I'm like, hold on. You
Right,
sure?
we not going R
We not going
Oh, hey.
I was like,
Nah, we
we
about to go
just
X-ray.
said-
Like, you sure?
he like food, sex,
my
and respect,
Hey.
and I like time.
Hey, I
sex,
need
and so-
3 things to be happy. I need my belly full, I need respect, and I need my nuts empty. Hey, keep it real.
Amen.
So that's both of y'all answers?
They
Well, I
missed
like
that.
two
That's
birds,
it.
one stone. My evening plans are sleep. Because I say that I work overnight. I have to be to work at 1:30 in the morning. I get off at 11 o'clock in the morning. So majority of my time is spent sleeping. And I think that's hard on relationships. Because it's like, oh, I need time. Oh, I need sleep. I mean, I got to make this money. They say you make time for what you... Hey, look.
Yeah.
The job that I do, I cannot be tired doing it.
Yeah.
I have a lot more to lose.
Not being behind that wheel.
But yes,
Because that's an 80,000 pound missile going right down
I
the
can lose my
highway.
license. If I lose my license, I can't work.
You lose your life. And that's when you really gonna
I
get
can kill
time.
somebody else,
Yeah.
and that will mess me up.
Yeah, because them trucks on 495 irritate my teeth.
I'm probably
Like,
one of them.
Your teeth?
Yes.
I'm probably one of them.
I can't handle it.
Like, I hate it when you drive right beside me.
I hate when you drive beside me too.
My truck only goes up to a certain speed. I can't go past 65.
So you want me to
65.
speed?
Yeah.
Just at least get in front of me. Or get.
The
I mean,
engine is
if I
governed
have to,
65.
if something happens,
Stay in the slow lane.
I'll be in the slow lane.
But
Okay.
let's have this. That's another episode for y'all two. Y'all two to do together. Cause y'all seem a little upset behind
Yeah,
this.
Because
Yeah,
them
she said
trucks,
she seemed a little
man,
upset about
they
that.
are irritating.
Either let us go past you.
I'm
or
calling
you
a
go
number
right.
on the back of
Oh.
your truck. How was my driving?
Guess what?
Terrible.
Next to my
Right, so
shit.
So all I have to do is pull up the camera and see I did nothing wrong.
Oh, it's gonna be wrong.
Here.
They gonna pull up that camera and be like, yeah, she tripping.
Nah.
They say, what happened? She was riding beside me.
Yep.
So I moved over a little bit just to let her know, hey.
I'm saying he was antagonizing me,
Oh.
I
lane
done
to
forgot the
lane.
question.
I have another PSA now.
Okay.
No,
No. It's real quick. Real quick.
You got a lot of PSAs. You
No,
paying
it's
for
for the
these. You
people-
paying for these moments.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's for the
Oh,
people who
sure.
don't know what yield means.
Oh man.
No.
Oh man.
I'm in a tractor trailer
Oh,
doing
God. You're so
65
right.
miles an
I
hour.
hate you.
If
You're
you
so
come
right.
off the off ramp, you either going to hit it or slow down. I'm not going to slow down because it takes longer for me to speed up.
Yeah.
And it
And
takes
then you
longer
look
for
at me
to
like
stop.
like I'm wrong because I didn't let you over. I don't have to let you over.
Oh.
You have to yield.
I believe them. Now let me just say this. I
Okay.
believe that when it comes to vehicles that does not have, because you all need distance to stop.
Yeah.
So the vehicles that need
About the
distance to
length of a
stop,
football
to
field
me,
comes
Need to be the ones that go ahead and go.
there has to be a level of respect that you. It's just some humility that
You know
you just
what?
have to lay back on.
And let me be real.
Go.
When we first started dating, I remember we was riding, she was driving, and she cut off a truck. Okay, I got a CDL, I got an A-class CDL as well, okay? And she cut off a truck, and I looked at her, I said, sweetheart, don't ever do that again.
Listen, I don't.
I
that's
said
not
that.
how I remember the story.
I said, don't you ever in
Hit
your
you.
life cut
pretty
off a
sure you
tractor
want that.
trailer again.
I
Here you
remember.
go, Sicily.
I
What year?
remember it's called the Beltway with 4 lanes on it. I remember the tractor trailer was in his lane. I remember saying I wanted to switch lanes. I remember getting in front of him. What I did not do was accelerate when I got in front
See?
of him.
And that was
And again,
cut him off.
I said, don't
I
you
didn't cut
ever in
him
your
off.
life do that again.
I don't feel like I cut him off because it wasn't like the trailer was here and then I got like right in front of him. I did go up until I saw his headlights in my mirrors like I was trained to do. I just didn't.
So let me ask you this question. If you would have had to brake suddenly,
Right, what is he
what
doing?
would have happened with that tractor trailer?
He should have been paying attention.
He can't stop.
It-
What was the question again?
From
So I can
50
answer
miles an
yours.
hour, it takes a tractor trailer about the length of a football field and a half to come to a complete stop.
That's my
Hey,
story. And I'm
This
sticking
is
to
the
it.
question
Oh,
is.
what was the
Oh.
Okay, all
question?
right, what
was the
talk about your evening activities.
Oh, I said
Oh, my bad.
My evening activities consist of entertaining the kids, studying, and doing the stuff for this podcast.
I think nobody can
Okay,
hear
my
me.
They can.
my evening activities consist of.
You told us
thought
what you said.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you started it
Y'all
off.
even
You started it off.
Yeah.
Y'all
I didn't say that. Nah, because
we
y'all
got
was like,
fist
y'all was
bumps.
like, nah, we gonna keep this PG. I didn't say
You
anything.
said
Oh, okay.
empty
Go ahead.
balls,
What you say? Go
a
ahead.
full stomach.
Right.
So my evening activities may consist of watching some TV, and because we are now childless in the house, just hanging out with the wife.
Empty
watching-
bowls.
Matter of fact, movie night. Movie
Netflix
night.
and chill.
Y'all
You know what I'm
doing
saying?
Netflix and chill. Hashtag
Yeah,
empty
Netflix.
bowls.
Yes, Netflix and
Are
chill.
you still watching?
Because we watching you.
Dude. Come on, Pebblez.
Okay.
That was it.
That's
No.
it.
Now let me pick another one
Oh,
because
you ain't like
No,
that
no,
one.
no,
That
no,
one.
no, no, no. I want that one now. I want
That's
that one.
boring.
No, we don't want no boring ones. No boring ones.
So while we wait for Pebblez to pick out another question, we're going to do a spicy shout out. And what is we consider a spicy shout out is shouting out a black owned business. We're going to do 2 this evening, but the first one we're going to do Pro Touch Detailing. Since he's here, he give you all the details, give you his IG, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok,
Goodness.
all
She
that.
want everything. All right, I'm about to let y'all know. Okay, so the website itself is www.ptdetail.com. www.ptdetail.com.
And he does a good
Okay.
job because he did it for me one time on my birthday. That thing, Big Meech looked like he was fresh off the showroom floor.
So, Pro Touch my IG. The IG is Pro Touch Mobile. All right, you can just go to @ProTouchMobile and you will see all the pictures and videos of what we do. We do everything from interior cleaning, complete disinfection, steam cleaning, hot water extraction. We do polish and paint. We remove scratches, ceramic coating, and ceramic coating is the big thing now for in terms of detailing because it protects your paint way longer than just waxes and sealants. Okay, and also the phone number. If you want to call and you got any questions, feel free. 301-458-6050. 301-458-6050. Call
That's
it.
it.
And it looked like our bartender not ready.
I'm ready.
Oh, you ready, boo?
Get some.
She ready. No, she ain't ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
How do you settle differences in your relationships or for the Wilsons in your marriage?
Yeah,
We call flags on the plate.
I'm not in a relationship.
We have to call, and sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. But the flag on the plate is, I need a minimum of 30 minutes just to take a break. You go and do something, and I'm gonna go and do something, but we have to call a stop, and then we have to respect the stop. We don't always respect the stop.
That was my next question.
Yeah, no, we don't always respect the stop, and then that takes us further than where we wanted to go. So we have learned now to respect the stops more than disrespecting the stops. And then I don't try to make him, it ain't easy, but I do not try to make him feel bad for not handling a situation or doing something for me that I would have done for him. So I do try to give him the respect to be who he is as an individual, because his birth certificate does not say husband. So I do try to give him the respect to be who he is as an individual. How you be handling these joints?
They red, yellow.
Some they white, red, yellow, black, green.
You want to know how the flag go? Hey, I'm getting pissed off right now. I can tell you getting pissed off right now. I think we need to table this for a minute.
And this how you block a flag. No, I got some more to say, because you're not about, every
Then
time
you know
it's
what
my
you do?
issue, you want to throw flags.
Then you know
No,
what you
take
do?
your flag back.
You know what you do?
You throwing the flag back?
Take the flag back.
She tried to take the flag back, but then the only thing you do is just turn around and walk away, and you go in the room and lock the
Ooh,
door.
when I say that
Lord.
could piss. Ooh.
We gonna have to call
And then
maintenance.
I'm
man.
out of
Oh,
Say it
Lord.
again.
I'm coming through
Throw that
that door.
door. Yeah.
And
Hey,
then I'm
keep it
out
in the
of
door.
Once I done sat up here and said, hey, I'm getting upset, I can tell you getting upset, but you still want to keep going, eventually you're going to piss me off and we just going to be in a screaming match.
Oh.
That's
So
it.
when-
That's
then-
Nothing's
true.
gonna
And
get
here's the
solved.
thing, and nothing's going to get solved because neither one of us is going to hear what the other one is saying.
Yeah,
It's just going to be a whole bunch of yelling.
it's times he throw the flag back. I be like, hey, I need a timeout. Get 30 minutes. I need my 30 minutes.
When I needed the timeout, you didn't want to listen to that though.
I need
But
my
you
30
trying to
minutes.
deny, we ain't doing that
I need my
now.
30 minutes.
So
I
to
need-
pack, Piggy, is it a set 30 minutes? Like, because
You
I
don't
know
have
my,
the timer?
like my
No,
my patience run strong. I
Nah.
may need a day or two.
It's
to
not even a set
Nah.
30 minutes.
I
When
think
you,
everybody
when you,
agree to
but I
disagree.
It
think,
might just be honest, we just saying 30 minutes, but it might be a day or two.
Okay.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might be a day or two, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we just know that within that time frame, we still going to be loving towards one another. We ain't going to be disrespectful. We ain't going to sit up here and try to act funky to one another. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to love on her as my wife, and you know what I'm saying? Like, hey babe, you know, this, that, and the other, da, 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 da. But eventually, sooner or later, you just be like, you know that you got to have that conversation.
And I don't quickly receive that, because he'll hit me with, you still
either.
beefing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still
Yeah.
on. Yeah, the flag, you don't see the flag? That joint's still up the
My
pole. The
responsibility.
flag is still out there.
Okay.
And that's him. He's like, okay, but his thing is okay, but we still need to take care of this.
See, but that's a whole nother. We can go
That's
do a
a
whole
whole-
Yeah, that's
podcast.
another episode
Because
too.
I'm
They're
the
making a
type-
lot of appearances. It seems like.
If I ask you what's wrong, and you tell me nothing, I leave it at that.
But in
Do
that
not
moment,
come back. No,
In that
no.
moment,
his-
nothing
but-
can't
but
be.
you know what?
because he'll do the same thing.
But in
But
that
here's the
moment,
thing.
nothing
At
is
that
bothering
moment,
her.
at that moment, for
No, something
myself, granted, it may be something wrong, but I'm not ready to deal
talk
with it
about
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
All right, talk
So
about
I'm gonna
stuff,
say nothing just so that way we can have that peace in that moment, okay?
And then
But
it
later
also-
on, after I've gathered my thoughts, because once again, men are logical creatures, okay? We think things through, all right? So after I done gathered my thoughts, and I say, you know what? I need to talk to you about this, this, and this. Then, when you're ready to talk about this, this, and this, let's talk about it. If you're not ready to talk about it, then you say, okay, I hear you,
I'm ready.
I respect it, but
Just-
If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm ready.
But that's not to me. That's
But also, if you ask me and I say, "Oh, it's something wrong," well, we can talk later. I'm not gonna say nothing because there's something wrong.
Yeah.
with me. I know me. I'm an emotional thinker, and sometimes my reaction is way bigger than what it really is. So I need that moment, or that let me deal with it in my time. Let me get these emotions out of it. So I may say nothing is wrong, but then I may come back 2 days later after I didn't process it and I didn't got out my feelings, and I may have cried and kicked the wall, all that, and called you all type of names in my mind and in my head. Hey, let's revisit this. Remember when you told me, ask me
I
this?
do not. When I ask you saying nothing means everything is fine. Say, hey, I need some time.
Okay.
To,
I need some time,
because
'cause
but
I'm
you know
about to
what?
cuss you
At the same
smooth
time,
out.
that goes into knowing your mate.
Mate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Taking the time out to learn your mate. So if your mate says, hey, do you? No.
So if you're
Okay,
watching this,
cool.
no, if you tell me nothing, don't bring
Because
it back
that's
up.
even how we coach. How we coach people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
I'm
know
gonna
who
revisit as many
know
times
your
I
mate.
want to.
And the other thing, let me say, the most important thing, the most important thing with the disagreement is when we throw the flag on the play, you have to go back to it. Because if you
Yeah.
don't go back to it, it's gonna be a little pile.
It's gonna
But then
balance.
something else is gonna happen, and you're gonna throw a flag,
And it's gonna
and
build
it's
up
just
even more.
gonna keep. So you do have to revisit it,
Yeah.
and you should always be solution oriented. If he's right and I'm wrong, he shouldn't take joy in me
In being
saying
right.
and I
Yeah.
shouldn't either, because if only one of us won this thing, then the marriage lost.
Yeah, but
I
you're
got
saying
issues.
you're
I got
throwing the
issues.
flag. You're already talking about it. You get upset. You're throwing the flag.
Hmm.
That's different. That's understandable. But to say nothing is wrong,
But the
Well,
other
here's the
thing,
thing. No, but at this, let me say this. Let me interject. As a man, we have to understand the being that we are dealing with, meaning the woman. A lot of times, there's a million and one things bothering a woman, but guess what? As soon as we be like, "What's wrong?" Nothing. The only response you're gonna get, nothing. Hey, what you think about this? Whatever. But that's understanding the woman. So as a man, we have to know that, okay, that nothing, she may have said nothing with her mouth, but her body language,
and the way
the
she
tone
said
of
it,
her voice, the way that she's acting right now, lets me know there's a whole lot more than nothing going on. So what I need to do is go ahead, give her some time, so that way she can get her thoughts together. So that way we can have an intellectual conversation, not a screaming match.
but
yeah,
the
'cause
other,
I don't like confrontation. I think that's why I just let it go. I
But-
don't want to argue. I don't want.
But here's the thing, a lot more relationships would accomplish more if we had a conversation
communication.
anyway.
Yeah.
Communication, awesome communication means that you can work through any issue.
I think that's why. I'm
and the other thing, I'm gonna say two things.
My no, I have a problem. I have a hard time communicating.
The
But at
other
the same
thing
time,
I
is,
have a
that-
wall
I
up.
just keep. I
But
just
that
have
means
to-
that means that's something for you that you're gonna have to work through.
This look like a coaching session.
right? Y'all need to have that offline. Offline.
Hey,
Yeah.
it can
Let me
happen.
say that communication is key. So since you know that nothing is the end all for you, that's Ashes to Ashes and Dust to Dust, this thing is great, y'all did, then you have to say to her, don't tell me nothing. Because you just said, if she
And Dust to
says
Dust.
to me, if you say to me, there's something wrong, but I don't want to talk about it right now. You said you'll revisit it.
Yeah.
So you just have to let her know that I'm about to listen. If
Don't say
something's
nothing
wrong
to me.
with you, don't tell me nothing. If you don't want to talk about it, let me know.
Say
you
I don't
want
want to talk about it right now, or I'm not ready to talk about it right now,
Come back and
or I
remember
need
what
to
you
gather
did 2
myself
weeks ago?
together.
No.
You need to go sit on somebody's couch.
And then the other thing is
I need a lady. I don't
communication.
need-
Right.
Communication is not an easy thing for everybody because everybody was brought up differently. So so let's say that in my household it was a lot of screaming, but in his household it was a lot of talking. So to me, an argument is function. To him, it's dysfunction. Him talking to me while I'm ready to go rah rah rah. To him, that's functional. To me, that's dysfunctional. That's saying that you're not even mad enough to fight for what I need. So until you can get your communication down, it's okay to bring in a third party to help you communicate. So that's just the 2 things I wanted to say before y'all was doing, this little individual coaching session.
So,
I have one more question.
All right.
can I get to, I was getting ready to tell you. Can we get another question from Pebblez the bartender?
Yeah, because we.
This question, so
Give it.
the previous one was for the Wilsons.
Mm.
Okay, so this one is for the host.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can chime in.
Mhm.
Okay. What feature would you emphasize if you were to draw a cartoon of yourself?
Oh.
We already know.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that. I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to go get a drink.
my
You going to the bar?
We said I'm going to the bar.
I need a shot. I don't need.
Oh,
I
I would have to go with,
18.
because but one of my features is already there, so I'm going to keep that feature, and I think it would be my, can it be 2 or it has to be 1?
Well, you got to.
Oh God.
I'm not even talking about them 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on.
I would say
He didn't know that.
I would say my butt. If my butt could be a little bit bigger.
You would draw a bigger butt?
Yeah, I would draw a bigger butt, and I have to have the thighs and match. I can't be like some of y'all and had a butt, but then
squats,
I don't have squats, and I don't have the thighs and match.
Squats. Everybody squats.
I think she should draw that and show us what she would draw.
Squats.
I cannot.
How about you, draw with you?
That was funny. I had to laugh before anybody said
Piece of
anything.
paper.
You got what? You want to 2 pieces of paper?
I kid.
I would, you know what? I think I would actually give myself a swimmer's build. Like with that V cut. You know what I'm saying? I work out. I'm a pretty in shape guy, okay? But if I could go back to my military days when I was working out 4 hours a day, every single day, and then on top of that, I was swimming, at the very least swimming 10 miles a week, okay? Trust me, I would give myself that swimmer build again when I was had probably maybe 8% body fat. I would do that.
I ain't never had
So,
8%
I have a
body fat.
question.
That's even as a baby.
How do you swim 10 miles?
Back and forth. You swim one,
It's
then
How
just
many
like walking
times
around the
tap the
track
wall,
4 times is a mile.
flip, go back the other
How
way.
many times is that? Because I'm having a problem
Seven
with
figures.
one.
Hey,
With
that's
one
And
way.
the white
it's a
around
lot.
our lips.
It's a
I
lot.
have with one way. I'm not gonna be able to.
It's a lot. And the unit that I was in, we had to swim a lot.
10 miles.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you walk around the track
This-
4 times, that's 1 mile.
1 mile.
It's like I can't swim.
So it's
One
like
mile.
40
My chest won't allow me to swim.
Like
10
I don't.
miles.
I feel
Doesn't-
like
doesn't
that's
allow you to
across
float?
the whole Pacific Ocean.
I'm just.
What did this do? It went off.
No, it's on.
It's on. We can still see you.
The light died.
Oh.
I'll be honest with you. I need 2 papers. Okay, and then say why I need 2
Like me.
papers.
Go for it.
No, that's not why. I'm not like you.
Go for it.
I am not. I do not get my prostate checked. Okay.
Oh my
So
god.
this is why I need 2 papers. So one of my papers needs to be my WAP paper.
I'm sorry.
Your who paper?
My WAP.
Okay, come on.
Oh, come on, WAP.
So I would be like real curvaceous,
You need to let people know what, because he looked real confused, what
No.
WOP means.
Y'all
What
y'all
about
have to
Pringles?
go.
What does it mean?
He said,
Listen.
what about Pringles?
What about
I'm married.
Pringles?
He can't eat just
It's
one.
WOP chips.
See,
Nah.
see what I did there? So
You know what WOP is? I do, but he said Pringles.
what
I'm
about
trying
Pringles?
to get the
And
correlation.
he said
No,
he
it's
can't
not.
eat just one.
He
So
can't eat just
You
one.
haven't
That's
heard
what
the
it
Cardi
meant.
B?
I set it up. I set it up.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it.
So I would emphasize, like everything would be emphasized. Just how you want me to do it, babe. That it. So
I'll
that's
tell you
why.
tonight.
Oh, you tell me, okay. So that would be one
PG-13.
paper, and I think the other paper I would emphasize my nose. And the reason I would emphasize my nose is because I was talked about. To this day, my nose is probably still being talked about.
Yeah, me too.
But I would emphasize it because that's the thing that the world thought that they was gonna break me over.
Hey,
And
Yeah,
I'm
it's
here
like
to
they
let
find
you-
one thing
they
and they
find-
think,
they
oh.
just keep. I mean, from elementary to middle school to that would be the one thing you thought, because at one point they did, but I bounced back from it. That joint, it'll be a full nostril. I probably put buildings in each nostril.
But you
Just
know
a
what?
little city and real big, a little city.
And
in
then
each
one, I
nostril.
had somebody talk about me in school about my nose being big, and his nose was bigger than mine.
But think
I
about
had to
it.
learn projection.
The same people that's talking about your nose probably 450. got
That's why I said I had to
13
learn
kids.
projection.
They also have some type of inner issue.
I think it's because he was short. He had the little boy syndrome.
Projection.
I didn't even know
you
people
mean
teach
he
you
had
about
the
your nose.
Napoleon
We could've-
syndrome.
Yeah, he had the
Yeah.
Napoleon syndrome.
But see, in high school, it was the way I dressed. Cause I'm
Oh, for
to
me, it was my
today I'm
nose.
gonna wear whatever I wanted to wear. We had a
Mhm.
conversation with people talking about my blue Reeboks, but the
No,
Reeboks
to
are
describe
coming
them
out.
correct.
My blue patent leather high top Reeboks. People talked about they talked about my blue Timbs, but they still talked about my nose. And at that
I would
time, I
never do
did
that.
not know projection. I didn't know you had an issue. I know you ain't like yourself. I know you ain't like you. So that's why you said what you said about me. But now, I'm Rubbermaid.
But look, the same thing that they talk about your blue
Mhm.
patent leather Reeboks.
Mhm.
Look at the way the kids dress now.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
in now.
And Reebok brought
Yep.
them back.
It's
Hey,
in.
no,
They
here's
wear
here's the thing.
I want to be
In
a
this
pair of
day and
clothes.
age, the wildest stuff is in.
Mm-hmm.
The most off-brand stuff is
You
in.
can wear
The
army
most
fatigue pants and
colorful
penny loafer
stuff is in. Bama's will have on some jean shorts, 2 mixed match penny loafers, a button-up dress shirt, and then a
cowboy
baseball hat.
Yeah.
And a bow tie.
And a tuxedo.
And they're fly.
So,
And the what?
Comma bun.
That's it.
Comma bun.
we have one more spicy shout out. And again, she's here. So, I'm going to let her speak on her business. But let me just say, everybody's cup that they're drinking out of, except for this, he got to be the exception to the rule. It's
I
vodka.
wanted to drink out of red cup, but that wasn't
No,
acceptable.
we're not
That
doing
wasn't-
red cups. He's so gutter, so hood. Even the bartender, bartender, you got to go to the bar.
Bartender, may I have another drink?
We're gonna
Even
we're
the
gonna
drinks
shots.
get
that the
shady.
bartender is drinking, even her cups are all made by her business. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to.
So listen, one of my things that I do is called Still His Image. We do custom wine glasses. We do custom eyewear. We also got these earrings. We also do earrings. Yeah, the shirt that she's wearing, we did make that.
Oh, I got on something you made.
But let me see.
We can't see that.
Oh.
I can't
Nah.
It's the waist bead. We can't see it.
Nah, we can't see
We
that.
can't see that.
We can't see
She
that.
was spending
So,
the
so like she said, the glasses that everyone is drinking out of, to include my handsome husband, that's all done by Still His Image. You can find me on Instagram. I'm at Still His Image. Go through. You can send me a message. I do not discuss pricing or anything on my timeline. You can also email me at stillhisimage@gmail.com.
May I plug one last business that we have?
Come on now.
May I?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm saying it like it's my show.
We have a business called the Wilson Coaching Group.
Mhm.
Okay, we are the Wilsons. We are both certified Christian life coaches. We actually went through a long, drawn-out process to become coaches. Coaches. I said coaches. I'm gonna tell you what the email is real quick. But you know what? You see, the thing is, because I don't send the email out. All right, it's WilsonCoachingGroup@gmail.com. So,
You need to write that down.
We do
you-
couple
Wilson,
and individual.
Wilson Coaching Group at
you-
Gmail.
I don't need to write it down.
You need to get on the
We do
couch. You need to get on that couch.
I know the coaches. I don't need to write it down.
Okay.
Hold on.
We do couples coaching, okay, relationship coaching, all right. We do trauma coaching. I myself personally do leadership and business coaching, okay. So please feel free, reach out.
If you or someone you know needs coaching.
Thank you.
Okay, audience. This is coming from somebody who said they were camera shy.
Right. You are.
And
I
she is
love
now-
it.
She has
I am loving you. You came
since
out your
the show has
shell.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has opened up since this
But I
show
want
has come
Y'all
on.
help me. Y'all
Mrs.
help
Wilson to emphasize that she doesn't discuss prices on her timeline. I don't think people
I
get
do
that
not.
part.
That's that
because
black-owned business stuff.
everything I see, they be like, well, how much? How much?
I do
Inbox.
not discuss pricing on my timeline. And it's not that I give another price to somebody else. But the reason I do not discuss pricing on my timeline is because I don't want somebody to, because I will work with you. That's the thing. You're not going to get a different price, but I'll work with you because I do offer payment plans. So that's why I say I do not discuss pricing on my timeline. The other reason I don't discuss pricing on my timeline because I find it highly disrespectful for you to try to, because people will barter on the timeline. No, we're not going to do that.
Or
See,
not only
that's
that,
what we
they'll
do.
ask you what the price and you tell them, and then 12
Yeah.
comments later, somebody else, well, how much is it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. See, that's
I
where
don't.
we differ. We differ because I put all my pricing and stuff for my detailing company. I put all my pricing on the website. And I
Right,
do
but
that for a
yeah,
reason
but
because
they can
I do
read that.
I do that to disqualify the people who cannot afford me. Okay.
Hey.
So
Because I am not
the
always
first thing I
affording
tell
that.
people when somebody contacts me, say, how much are your services? I give them the website. Go to the website. All the questions you may have
right.
will be answered on the website. It gives you a full explanation of the services. If you have any other further questions, please feel free to call me.
My number
And-
is his number 777-311.
Yeah, but
And
I don't.
that's where we differ.
And then the other thing is, if you can't respect that part of the business enough, then we already can't work together.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole nother show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a whole lot of shows
Whole
Yeah.
nother.
that we could do.
Oh, man.
Black business. What
Whole
you
nother.
should not be doing.
Whole nother.
Black
Oh.
business.
So we have a game announcement. Spicy Theory is going to start a game starting today off this episode. Terrence is going to announce the game.
What is the game?
Game. The what's the game? No,
No,
that's not
that's not the
the game.
game. Let's focus, man.
Oh,
It's Mike.
I was just making sure y'all was paying
She
attention.
said,
All right.
"It's Mike."
So the 250th person to download on Buzzsprout gets Spicy Theory merchandise.
You have to download on Buzzsprout. You have to like, share on IG,
And follow.
and follow on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook at Spicy Theory. We're also on IG at Spicy Theory. Thanks for tuning in.
I like that.
Oh wait, hold up.
I like
Okay.
that. Hold on, hold on.
So this is what I'm gonna do.
Hold on.
So the 500 person.
Nah, the 500 person can get something from you.
That's right.
And you know what? The 750th person
That's
can
right.
get an express detail
Come
from
on
me.
with it. Come
so
on
you know
with
we
it.
gonna add to that.
Yes,
Yeah, we gonna add to
So
that.
the 250th person that likes, follows, and share Spicy Theory,
All them numbers.
steal his image, and Pro Touch will
That's
get
right.
something.
Here's the thing. You must be within the DMV to receive.
Say that again.
You must be within the DMV to receive
The Pro Touch.
your Pro Touch
Ain't
detail.
no traveling.
Still his
Okay,
image.
we come to
And
you.
Spicy Theory,
We do ship,
we do
Okay.
shit.
but you pay the fee.
But
Nah, I got you. Since it's free, we do ship. Only in the 50 states. We're not going international. We're in a pandemic.
and if you get to 500
Still his image.
And
Got his
750.
and
750,
750,
you go to protouchdetail.com.
All right.
Yeah.
and thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, I holla.
Stay spicy. All right. We want to give a birthday shout out to our host, Danae.
me.
Happy birthday,
Thank
Sugarfoot.
you.
Sugarfoot takes me out every time. It reminds
Why
me of
you putting my
dinosaurs.
name?
I'm sorry.
Did she say reminder of dinosaurs?
The Land Before Time.
Yes.
And you entertain me though?
No,
Happy birthday, Sugarfoot.
Sugarfoot.
Yes. Happy birthday, Sugarfoot.
Thank y'all. I'm 41 and I think I look damn good. for
Prehistoric.
41,
years.
I'm going on to 80.
Prehistoric.
41 going.
Going
What?
to 80.
I'm not going on no 80. I look good for. You's a hater.
Prehistoric.
Oh,
Nah.
hater.
My
Prehistoric.
ninja, you going on to 80.
I'm trying to
You
let it be
know-
120.
Once you
Hey,
get
me
40,
too. I'm with you on that. Triple digits.
I
I'm
wanna-
trying to get
120.
Me
And
too.
guess what? I
I
ain't gonna
wanna
have
live
nobody
that
taking
long.
care
Why?
of me.
I don't
none
want
of
I
that.
want
nobody
my own
taking
butt.
care of me, none of that. I'm like my own booty.
Yeah.
At
All
one-
that.
Cooking my own
120.
food.
Cooking my own food.
And look, after
And
I
look,
hit
I still
100,
good.
after I hit 100, I'm cussing everybody out.
I'm
You
still
cook your
trying
own
to toot
food
that
now.
thing up at 120.
Hey, after I hit 100, I'm gonna fake like I got dementia and cuss everybody out.
You
No,
shoot
I-
that thing up and break
Whatever
that
they
hip,
said,
man.
I said it.
I said it.
I said it.
Happy birthday, Sugarfoot.
Sugarfoot.
Thank y'all.
Happy,
It's my birthday.
Happy.
It's my birthday.
happy
Let me sing to
birthday.
Go ahead.
Happy birthday.
Clap it up
Give us
and
another
it's your
voice. Do another
birthday.
voice.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
What the
birthday
heck is that?
to. It's my birthday, Boris.
My ninja, let's sing it.
It was your what?
It's my
And
birthday, boys.
Cut, forget y'all.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
My
I
young
appreciate
lady,
This.
happy birthday.
And
In my country of Zamunda, when you have a birthday, we go out and kill 44 lions, 12 zebra,
And 2 tracks.
and 2 giraffes.
And what we do with them?
Nothing.
We nothing.
just leave them there.
You do something with your chicken.
Thank
And we
y'all.
get to a pet hyena.
Yes.
See you next week.
See y'all next week.